So I've given this advice to Democrats and President Obama many times before. They never listen. Never agree with a Republican. They will only use it against you. So I have the perfect example of that today. So during the election, the intelligence agencies come to President Obama and they say the Russians are trying to interfere in the election. It looks like they want to cause chaos. They're also against Hillary Clinton, and it appears they're in favor of Donald Trump. Now, we're telling you they're trying to interfere in the election. So what does Obama do? Instead of going out and telling everybody about that, he does what is the responsible thing to do. He calls in congressional leaders, including Republicans, and he says, look, the intelligence agency says we're in trouble. The Russians are trying to interfere in this 2016 election, and what would you guys like to do about it? And Mitch McConnell says nothing. He is the leader of the Republicans in the Senate. He says, don't you dare say that in public. We will not back you on it. Obama says, but Mitch, you heard it from the intelligence agencies yourself. You know that it's true. He's like, yeah, that might be the case. But if you say it, we'll say you're rigging the election in favor of Hillary Clinton and you're biased and that you're against Donald Trump and you're the one who interfered in the election. So Obama, being, of course, who he is like, okay, I won't say it. In fact, James Comey, of all people, wanted to write an op-ed about that, and Obama's team blocked him from talking about it. They said, don't talk about it. The Republicans will get angry with us and say that we're biased. So Obama doesn't do anything. Okay, now you might know that part of the story. So why do I bring it up today? Because Donald Trump, in his weird White House lawn discussion yesterday with the press, when asked about Russian collusion, said, oh, no, it's not me. It's Obama. What? So he said this, quote, Obama was told by the CIA or somebody, FBI, about Russia. He didn't do anything about it. How come he never gets blamed? In other words, because Obama listened to the Republicans and agreed with the Republicans not to tell the American people before the election that Russia was trying to help Trump, Trump now turns around and blames Obama for it and goes, well, I guess he should have told you. He didn't tell you, so I guess he's the problem. And he's the one that has the issue with the Russians during the election, not me. Never agree with a Republican. They will always use it against you. I've given you hundreds of examples of this. Hundreds might be a bit much, but certainly dozens throughout the years on the show. And this is just another example of it. So Democrats, for God's sake, stop trying to look for stupid bipartisan compromises. The Republicans are not interested in compromises. Anytime you agree with it, they will use it later as a bludgeon against you and say, hey, it was the Democrats who did it. It was the Democrats who did it. And this is the most extreme example, but they'll do it again and again and again. I have a different idea, a radical idea. How about, since you're in the opposite party, you fight them instead?